there, little berries. Berry here. Now, yes, before you say anything, I am a unicorn today. I have lost one of my cat ears, and I thought rather than having none, I'll be a unicorn.
If you can't be a cat, be a unicorn.
Now, I know a lot of you have seen Nuke's Top 5. Brilliant channel, love it. I love watching Casper Sight react to them. He's fantastic. You know, I was watching it with the wife and I was just sitting there rolling my eyes going, what a load of bloody rubbish. And that's what my mother would say.
What a load of rubbish.
And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to react to Nuke's Top 5, but I'm going to have a very different reaction than what the norm is, because I don't believe in ghosts. But I do think the channel's brilliant, so yeah, I definitely would recommend watching it. This is not to say anything about Nuke's Top 5, this is just saying that the claims of the supernatural are just, in my opinion, hokum. Okay, this video I just picked out randomly. 5 ghost videos so scary, you'll need new pants. Apparently this video is so scary, I'll need new pants. I'm gonna have to go shopping. Anywho, let's get into it.
Urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders, Beepers, History Seekers explore the abandoned Mossley Manor in Liverpool, England.
Great looking house.
The Victorian building was constructed over 150 years ago by cotton merchant Nicholas Duckworth, who passed away in the home in 1889. Around 2014, reports began to surface of abuse and terrible living conditions at the Mossley Manor home. Even more disturbing, Matt and Andy from Finders Beepers are certainly not ghost hunters or even necessarily believers in the paranormal. They're just a couple of guys who enjoy doing urban exploration of old decaying properties like the Mossley Manor.
I would be a bit weary about going into places like this simply because of falling debris and hazards and rats.
Files and diaries and one thing
that would worry me more than ghosts.
He didn't look suitable to enter the building on account of him having a wild expression in his eyes.
You ain't coming into the building, you got a wild expression in your eyes. No. I think I might use that excuse. You got a wild expression in your eyes, you ain't coming in.
Who can judge whether somebody should be allowed in because they've got a wild look in their eyes?
When they are on their way up the manor stairs, Matt sees something truly chilling. And suddenly, things just aren't so funny anymore.
But yeah, you can see it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello?
In places like this that are abandoned, a lot of people who unfortunately have nowhere else to go will often use places like this as a shelter. When we see videos where people are exploring abandoned buildings or whatever, and they see something or they hear something or they suspect that there's a ghost, quite a lot of the time it's probably either an animal or somebody is squatting there because they've got nowhere else to go. They do make a good point, I've seen this before, where the ghost has gone, they couldn't have gone anywhere. There's a window there, but they couldn't have gone out the window. You know, it looks like a shadow, but just because something moves like that, it doesn't look, to me it doesn't look human. It doesn't look like a person moving. These apparitions always happen at the very convenient moment.
Right, I've gone cold.
Yeah, you've gone cold because that's your body's reaction to being a bit scared.
Cold because I saw somebody stood there. I saw a leg.
If I spin it back a little bit and actually zoom in on... Right, okay, so that's it there. To me, it just looks like a shadow. It doesn't look like... It doesn't look human. The angle of the landing is that it's very, very... You know, it's very angular, and so the beams of light from the torch, it could be that something is just blocking. Because this is actually not the next floor, but the next platform up above that. There is a door there, so it could be that someone is also shining something which blocks a light or something. See, look, the door there, somebody might have, I don't know, casting a shadow, like moving something that's blocking a light. I don't know.
A voice?
No. No, but again, a voice could be just somebody being in there. I was watching another video about from the SciShow, actually. I think I might link it below, where we try and listen for words when it's not words. If it's just wind or whatever, we sometimes think that we can hear actual words. And Richard Dawkins put something very, very relevant about that in one of his books. Or was it Christopher Hitchens? I forget which, but Yeah, it's just our minds quite a lot of the time trying to come up with something rational.
As Matt films the top of the staircase, he captures what appears to be the legs of someone or something who seems to be watching them.
If
The
that's
figure immediately
a
walks off toward the
person,
right and disappears.
it doesn't
Matt
look like
and
it's
Andy
behaving like a
immediately head up the
person. It's
stairs
just
to investigate, but they can't find anyone
looks
or
just something
anything to
swaying.
explain what Matt captured on camera. Finders beepers, history seekers.
I might
Meanwhile,
check that out.
on
Actually, looks
TikTok.
quite interesting. Might be another
TikTok
reaction.
user Chips and Chicken shared a strange video.
Chips and Chicken,
She
love it.
explains that the video was captured by CCTV late at night in the 50-year-old building of a Union Center in California.
How can we do that?
What's that? That looks like it's swinging. That happened to be right in the center of where there happened to be a camera trained in that area. That looked like somebody taken a store mannequin, put some sort of sheet over it, put it on a remote, like, you know, one of those, those vacuums that can move around, like stuck it on there or something, and moving it around the place. That's what it looked like to me.
She says that all of the men who work in this building are elderly and simply wouldn't know how to fake something like this.
That doesn't mean
So,
it wasn't
is it real?
faked. What's up?
The family claims that they've been tormented by frequent paranormal activity for the entire 4 years that they have lived in this apartment. But they say they've never captured anything like this before.
And again, it happened to be where there happened to be a camera. And it doesn't matter how much somebody says, oh, that wasn't my uncle, or no, they weren't there. They said they weren't there. Yeah. Well, we have no other way of verifying that. So that looks to me like somebody just looking around a corner.
So did the family capture some dark entity on camera? You decide.
Nah.
Popular Jordanian livestream ghost hunter Hassan Barbar is back with another terrifying investigation as he travels to an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere. The house is said to be haunted by a dark spirit or jinn.
Oh. What is that?
Hey. Hey. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Yeah, I heard something. But that could be, again, it could be somebody squatting in there. Or that same bassy music to make it more atmospheric.
Hassan sees a dark figure peeking out from the door of the abandoned house. As it darts back inside, Hassan runs to the building, but the figure has disappeared.
Oh.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
They could have just started behind the wall and then going back the other side. That could be somebody just screaming for the hell of it, or to scare him away because they don't want to be found. So, like, people have been in there. It's probably somebody
The
trying to
terrifying
scare him
scream
away.
becomes ear-piercingly loud, and Hassan once again attempts to run toward the source of the sound.
Bismillah.
Yeah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع.
Ooh. Yeah, that.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
It does look quite scary, but that
So did
could
Hassan
easily be
Barbar
faked.
capture a malicious jinn or spirit live on camera? Or is it all effects and careful editing? As always, you decide.
Was it not? Did he have
You can
anything on
find
his
more
back,
creepy
like a
videos of
backpack?
Hassan's adventures
maybe
over on his
lifted up, I
YouTube
don't know.
channel, Hassan Barbar.
I think, in my opinion, just got to be very skeptical of channels that are dedicated to this sort of thing and that seem to have brilliant footage every time of apparitions and stuff. Because I don't think, even if you were a dedicated streamer or content creator and you went out and you did a lot of filming, most of your stuff wouldn't have anything in it unless you were to, edit something in. So I can sort of understand why people would fake things, because that's what gets views. That's what gets, it's entertainment.
One day, as he was walking in the door, he felt as if someone or something firmly touched him on the back. He looked
Oh,
around.
look, one thing about anecdotes, like I felt something touch me, or I felt really cold. So damn what? You felt that? I didn't feel that? How is that supposed to prove paranormal activity to me? And just because you felt something doesn't mean it was paranormal. So I'm interested in evidence, not hearsay.
Dude,
Something
get
gonna
that
come-
person behind me. Dude, look at the mess. Now watch. Touches me. Gone. Gone, dude.
That's
Look.
just
I was
feedback.
like, what the?
Or it was a setup.
The man looks around in confusion, and it seems that he truly believes that someone
If something touched me from behind, I wouldn't just turn my feet slowly around. I would jump around and be. Now, his reaction doesn't seem genuine. It seems calculated to me.
Antonis Vlahos is a paranormal investigator from the Greek YouTube channel Perphosikes Drasteriotitetes, which in English translates
I don't think
to
I ever want to say that.
paranormal activities. Antonis says that he was sent multiple reports from townspeople about the strange things happening in a quiet and mostly abandoned mountain village in Greece. The locals claim that one day, some time ago, something strange and unexplained appeared in the sky above the town. Some call it a, quote, thing.
Do you see that up there? It's a thing. Something. Everything is a thing. Even if it's something that may not even be there, it's a thing that makes you look up and go, what's that thing?
Oh my flipping god.
They say that they feel like they are being watched and can't sleep because whenever they try to
That's
get
just
some
your
rest,
mind playing
they get the
tricks on you.
grotesquely odd sensation of
like I'm being
worms
watched.
crawling on their feet. The activity has gotten so intense that almost all of the villagers decided
That's
to
probably
leave
just
the
pins
town
and
for
needles.
good. They decide to spend the night inside one of these abandoned homes to try and capture some of the reported strange phenomena on camera.
It's possible that there was some sort of natural disaster thing. That's the sort of thing that would make people go in a hurry. Earthquake and that.
Μάλλον είναι αυτοί που θα μέναν εδώ στο σπίτι κάποιος από
Wow, left all their photos.
ή θα είναι
Would you not come back for them?
Later that night, Antonis and his cameraman decide to lay down for a rest, but they leave their cameras recording just in case. That's when they capture something downright chilling.
Και τι ράδιο είναι αυτό? Τι όφωνο παίζει, μια βάλες κινητό.
Όχι.
Από εδώ ακούγεται.
Μόνο ότι εσύ έβαλες κάτι.
Όχι ρε.
Πλάκα κάνεις τώρα.
Ράδιο. Δεν κατακούς που παίζει. Μαλάκα δεν υπάρχει. Μαλάκα δεν είναι πουθενά. Τι θα δω ρε.
It's probably one of those wind-up ones, I don't know. Did it have some residual power?
Μαλάκα αυτό δεν παίρνουν μπαταρίες. Σταμάτησε. Δεν είμαστε καλά.
Again, it could be, it's very easily faked. Someone might have put just a phone inside that and whatever.
Eventually, they decide to lay down for a rest once again. It did not go well.
Αντώνη, τι γίνεται?
Τι έγινε ρε.
Oh, yeah, earthquake.
Μη φοβάσαι. Περίμενε. Μη φοβάσαι.
That to me just looked like an earthquake, okay? And that's probably why people left in a hurry, because an earthquake would make a lot of people leave in a hurry. But the family photos happen to be right in the line of camera, and you know, with photos they can easily be blown with puffs of air or flung, you know, and it's easy for us to say, oh, that's paranormal activity, because if that happened off camera you wouldn't know it happened, you wouldn't even believe it happened. But that to me just looked like this just looks like it's been set up, or it's an earthquake and it made everything, and there was a whoosh of air from somewhere and it made the photos fly.
Πάμε έξω.
Περίμενε.
Πάμε έξω, ρε, πάμε έξω. Τώρα λίγο, πάμε έξω.
It sounds, I don't hear anything. All I can hear is this dramatic music.
Εγώ ακόμα ακούω ήχους μέσα αυτή τη στιγμή.
Yes, because it was there was a tremor.
Πιο ανατριχιαστικό μπορεί εσύ.
Εγώ δεν μπαίνω.
Τα πράγματα πώς θα τα πάρουμε. Θα τα πες.
Το πρωί.
Yeah, good idea. Do you know what? This annoys me when people do these kind of experiments in the dark. I really don't understand it. If there was any paranormal activity whatsoever, does it really matter what the lighting is? And plus, in the dark, you are more suggestible. You see things that are not really there because, you know, your peripheral vision, you're always trying to make sense of things and your eyes are always trying to adjust. And when you can't see very well, your other senses are heightened.
No less than 3 different cameras are recording when suddenly the whole house starts to shake. The family photos fly into the air and a chair is thrown across one of the house's rooms.
This was also captured with the Enfield haunting as well. Things being thrown across the room, but they always start off camera. And they will say, oh, nobody threw it. How do we know that?
So did the Paranormal Activities team capture real paranormal activity on camera?
Nah,
Are
I
the
don't
stories
think
about
so.
the abandoned town true? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I like that Nuke's Top 5 helps promote other YouTube channels. I think that's brilliant. They're great for reacting to, and the way that he puts them all together and edits them is brilliant. This has not convinced me at all. This is just rubbish. Complete rubbish. Do I need new pants? Nah, I'm good. Got a great pair of pants right now. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. Are you a believer? Or are you like me, someone who thinks it's a load of rubbish? And I'll see you next time for the next episode of Load of Rubbish featuring Airy Berry. Bye bye!